there, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another Dred Effects in the booth. Today we've got fenders, but we've got different style of fender today. We've got one of the bigger ones that I've been doing, but it's full booth today, guys. So there is not much room to get around this stuff. So I've got to be really careful. We've got some small fenders to do, and we've got one of the big ones to do. I did the 4 bonnets. I'll stick that little clip up now that I've got this morning. Welcome back. It's a little bit dark, but these were the bonnets that I did yesterday. So as you can see, they're over 6 feet. Big bonnets. Those are the bonnets that I did yesterday. It's quite dark because I got in here at 4 o'clock this morning, getting all these prepped. So I'll take you through a run of these today. We've got the cap cam so I can get up close and personal with these. Bit of base coat. I'll do your base coat full rundown on one of these, and then I'll run you through the clear coat and we'll smash some clear coat down. So stick around if you want to see someone spray some blue metallic and some clear coat, and I'll see you in the first step. Right guys, we've got the Old Faithful, the GTI Pro. I'm going to start on this one here, nice and light, go round, just get this little dust coat, get all the edges, and then it's like before, a couple of wet coats, drop coat to finish. So we'll crack on. First sort of drop coat on them, because we're using solvents. I don't want to go too wet on the first coat because you can get fry ups on these, so just do a nice little dusting over like that, gone around all the edges, and now we can put the first wet coat down. I pointed out on that one there's a little bit of dirt there, just here. Little bit of sanding on that, we'll just knock that out. Job done. Right, I'll take you through the next stage on this one, full wet coat. See you in a minute. final coat on this one. Right guys, that's the 2 coats on these. So we started off with a dust coat round all the edges, you see me do that. Then I put a full wet coat down, another wet coat, and that's the finished piece ready for clear coat. So all these small fenders have had the same. This big one here has had the dust coat, 2 wet coats, and now it's going to have a 3rd coat put on this because you can still see some see-through edges. So I'll get that one done, let these dry down, and then we can move on to the next stage where we'll be tack ragging and blowing these off and then giving these a stack gun down. But once these are dry, just have a little look round just in case there's any bits that have landed in the base coat. Get it out now, just nib it out with a bit of 1500 and just dust a bit more base in, and you know you're good for your clear. But they're looking quite good so far. There's a little bit of tiny speck there. You just got to look round these. The lighting's really poor in these booths, so it's really hard to see, especially when you're painting clear with the amount of like overspray that comes off. The bonnets that I did yesterday, they're about 6.5 feet tall, and when you're clearing the full sides of them, it clouds up before it starts to draw in the extractor. It's really hot. It's like you're painting blind. It really is. But I'm used to that with the studio at home, clear coating like a fog machine. So we'll let these dry off, have a look round them ones, see if there's any bits, but they're looking quite clean. All nice and smooth, gone down really nice. GTI Pro with the TE10 cap, running about 23 psi, full fan, about 2.5 turns out on the fluid, and just drop it down guys. It goes down really nice, that cap. It drops base coat down really well, that cap does. Nice and smooth, good finish. So yeah, I'll see you in the next step. Guys, I've gone round with a tack cloth. Now if you don't know what one of them is, it's basically a cloth that's got like a bit of tack to it. You'll blow air over your panel and just wipe the tack cloth over, and it gets rid of any misty overspray that's landed on your panel or any bits of dust that are landed on it. So I've gone around all these with a tack cloth and an air blower, and then gone round with the stack gun, worked from that way and worked back towards the filter. So we're moving on to the clear coat stage. Enjoy the video guys, and I'll take you through this first coat and second coat of clear, and I'll give you a chat at the end. Go. First coat down, butter it on, guys. The GTI Pro, just butter it on. So nice wet coat. That's how you do these: wet coat, then another wet coat. You get your bits landed in it, but as I say in the other videos, you have to give it a thicker coat on the next one and just bury them down. But a nice coat of clear, and you just basically put it down the same again. Open the fluid up a little bit more. That's 2 turns out on this. Go like 2.5 turns, and then just do a little bit slower, and just you'll see me go the same way around them. I was painting some of these different ways around because the hose gets caught up in all these trestles as you're trying to work round. It's not great working like this because you're kicking up a lot of dust as you're walking around and dragging the hose, but we have to fill the booth up. So we'll let these tack off for a minute. We'll start on this one again, work our way up, and then we'll work our way down, and I'll give you a chat at the end. See you in a bit. There you go. It's gone on like clover. Butter it on, guys. It's all done. That's the 2 coats. So they've come out all nice. Nice flat finish on these. A couple of nibs. A couple here. But other than that, really clean. Gone down well. Considering how much is in the booth and you've got to like move around, there's not a lot of room when you're painting. So I hope you've enjoyed the video on a bit of base coat and a bit of clear coating. Nice and easy. If you're starting out, just take your time, get your gun settings right. If you're putting your first coat of clear down, just do a nice, not full wet coat, just go in so you see the gloss coming up, you just see it wetting up, work your way around, and then check your tack levels. Let it flash off, and then when you want to put your second coat down, just test a piece of the panel that's not seen, just touch it. If it's tacky like masking tape, you're good to go for your second coat. If it starts to string and pull back, leave it a little bit longer until you get that tacky feel, and then just open your fluid up on your clear coat gun and go round the same way as you did, and just wetting it up a little bit slower and just following that gloss and just following that wet round your panel to complete it. So that's the end of the video, guys. Hope you can join me in the weekend's one. We're doing the 4-pot calipers at the weekend. We're going to get them done, and then next Friday I'm bringing my car into this booth and I'm going to start the repaint. So that's 2 full sides, the boot, the roof. We're going to go a metallic grey, Fiat Spider metallic grey, and we've got logos, we've got a lot of airbrushing. It's going to be a 3-day, Friday, Saturday and Sunday in the booth, smashing out 12-hour hits on this car to get it finished. So I hope you can join me in that one. I'm ordering the paint today. So yeah, I'll see you at the weekend. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, click that subscribe, press that notification so you don't miss out on any more up-and-coming videos on this channel. Give us a thumbs up, guys. It does help the channel grow. Any comments, any feedback, just drop them in the comments, guys. I get straight back to you. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.